Here's how to use Google Slides to make a drag and drop activity. Starting out in an untitled presentation, haven't done anything to it yet. Going to go into View, Master. So this is the layout master. Now you don't want all these master styles in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the second one. You can't delete the first one. And see how I'm going to delete this, right? And now I'm just going to actually select them all and delete them all at once, which I'm doing by holding down the control and tapping on them. I'm getting rid of all of these backgrounds. So now I hit delete. So now you have one layout and you actually don't even want these text boxes. So let's get rid of them. So I click on this, I delete that. I click on this text box, I delete that. So we now have a layout that has nothing on it. Let's make the background an attractive color. You could also put a picture in, but we're gonna work with a color. Let's do bright blue. Okay, so now the background for whatever you do when you have this layout is bright blue. I am going to insert a table now, and the table is going to serve as a fixed template for placing the drag and drop items. So let's insert, I'm going to insert a table, and I'm going to do one that is 5 by 2. Okay, so it now just gives me this little table, which is not exactly what I want. So I'm going to select the table, and then I'm going to format. So I clicked format options. You could also drag and drop, but I'm just doing this so that you can see a little better. So see, each of these things is 0.83. I'm gonna make it maybe 3 inches. Okay, so that's kind of a square. I don't love how that looks. I might change it to 2 inches. Right, that's more what I want. Now, I'm going to change this a little bit more. I'm actually going to make nice thick borders. Let's see, like 12 point. Okay, and I only want boxes on the bottom. So now I'm going to highlight these top rows, and I click here, and I'm going to do this so we have all that highlighted, but now I'm going to change it to transparent. Okay, so that top row doesn't show. And now I'm going to put the bottom row back in. So I'm clicking right here. And I need to make this so we now have this like light, nice color. And I'm going to put some text in here. I'm going to say smallest. And here I'm going to say largest. Okay, I want this to be a little bit bigger. And so I'm going to format, get rid of these format options. I'm going to make this be centered in that box. And I'm going to make it be centered this way. And let's see, maybe I'll make it bold, and maybe I'll make it white. And I'll play around with the size, maybe 24. Yeah, okay. So now we have a table that goes from smallest to largest, and people can sort. I think I want to move this up a little bit higher so that we have some space for the little things later. So here this is. And I might want to put in instructions. So I'm going to insert a text box. I'm going to insert a text box here. And I'm going to say, sort the numbers from smallest to largest. Okay, and then let me also change the font. So I'm going to click on this. Let's make it something. Do we like that? That's a little hard to read. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just make this like this. I'm going to make it bold. I'll make it bigger. Sort the numbers from smallest to the largest. Okay. So we like this. This is now the background. And maybe I'll make it centered. Okay. So now I'm going to go out of the background. I'm going to get rid of View Master. And I'm going to insert a shape. I like these rounded rectangles. So now I'm going to make a shape that fits in the space that I want to put it. So let's say like that. Okay, I like the way that looks, but let me change the color. So I'm going to, maybe I'll make these be red with yellow font. I'm going to make it centered. I'm going to make it a really fun font like this. And I'm going to make it bigger, like say 24. So now, do I like the way that looks? I do like the way that looks. So I'm going to get rid of this. So I now have a text box that is formatted how I want all the text boxes to be. So I'm going to copy it, which I would normally just do by doing Control C, but I want to show you what I'm doing. So copy, and then now I'm going to paste it, and I'm going to paste it several more times. So I now have different text boxes. I'm going to move them around a little bit. I'm putting them basically where I want them. It doesn't have to be perfect at this point. And like this, like this. Oh, I made myself one extra, no problem. And so if I put the outside ones where I want them to be, so this small one, this one is over on the left here, pretty much aligned, and this one is pretty much aligned on the right. So if I select them all, so I have the control button down, and then I'm just selecting each one. They are now all selected. I'm going to go to Arrange, and I'm going to align them top, so they're all straight that way, and then Arrange, Distribute. I'm going to distribute them horizontally, so that's nice and neat. And then now I'm just going to enter my text. So I'm going to put some different numbers. So let's say 5, -3, 2, -6, and 8. So now you have something that you can share with your students. Share a copy for each person. And then once they have it, then they can sort. So let's see, the smallest is going to be -6. See how I'm just dragging and dropping there? The largest is negative, sorry, not negative, is 8. And then I'll put this here. This goes here. And this goes here. So that is how you make a drag and drop activity. Now notice that the people can't move the things behind. They can't move this table, for example. They can only move the boxes that you put up on the top layer. So again, this is how you make a drag and drop activity using Google Slides. You start by viewing the master. You delete all the layouts except for a blank one. Change the background. Add whatever text, table, or images that you want to remain fixed. Then deselect View Master to go to the top layer. In the top layer, you're going to insert shape. If you're going to use identical shapes, fix the size and font first, then copy and paste multiples. Add text to individual text boxes. Use the Arrange Align or Arrange Distribute functions to neaten up these text boxes, and make sure you share a copy with students, not the original. Hope this has been helpful. Thank you so much.